Happy New Year. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Guys here.
So I'm sorry I couldn't be with you in person. Two of my daughters tested positive for COVID, and they just said to assume the whole household is positive. We only had two tests. So
Sorry.
no worries. They really didn't have that big of symptoms. One had a fever for a couple hours, and the other one had a loss of taste just for a day. So yeah, not bad all up, and the rest of us are asymptomatic. So we're doing our quarantine. We're whatever we are, day 6, I think. Oh, you brought your balls. I see, Barbara. Good job. Yeah, I'm gonna show Sam these. These are
work it differently.
yeah.
How she gets it.
That's a good phrase for 2022.
We're with you.
I'm going to show Sam these. These are squeezable and small. And when they're that small, then you could use it to pick it up. And that's going to strengthen your feet, your arches. And it's squeezable for the hands, which is another good thing for us to keep our dexterity and the strength in our hands. It gets blood flow there. And plus, with its size, you can take it anywhere around any joints, a little bit easier than a peanut. But anyways, here we are. Happy New Year. Deja vu. Anybody having a strong sense of deja vu? We started back with our classes online in January 2021 with these Zoom classes. So here we are. Who knows what the flow of this year will be. But this is the time where you have these big, strong changes in nature. This is that kind of idea that in Chinese medicine, we are made of the elements of nature. And so we do well to heed the ebb and flow of nature. And in this season, this winter season, it's calling us with these big snowstorms and cold weather to slow down, to go inward, to go underground. And, you know, some people really dislike winter. And that's fine. That's not a problem, but I am inviting you to have a lens that you might occasionally apply to winter, that you see it as we have 2 months now to rest, to restore ourselves, to renew ourselves, to replenish, to rebuild. So just as the seeds underground do all of this amazing work and in this rich soil underground, that's what we can invite ourselves to. So instead of dreading it, I work with 2 women in when I have my other hat on as a project manager, I work with 2 women who can't stand winter. They won't go out for a walk. They really just don't like it at all. They're just getting through it. And no matter what I say, I can't change their mind to even consider it as a possibility of being anything different. But for an hour, I'm inviting you to just have a possibility of a lens, like a pair of glasses that you put on, that this is a time for you. This is a time to use for your nurturing, to turn inward, to do that inward journey. I think that's about it. That's about all I need to say before you throw rocks at me. Put your blocks underneath your feet if you like them. And find your seat. I love that phrase, find your seat. Why is this? Either my camera's not right or I need to scoot back. Find your seat has many meanings. Sukhasana in yoga, the way you begin, it's either cross-legged or seated in a chair. It means to sit, and to sit is that place of stillness, that place of acceptance, that place of, this is what I came into the world with. So this is what I got to work with, this body, this spirit. And so it's in the sitting that you feel you're held in the vessel that you're in, that you have a resting spot for your spirit. So let's tend to that resting spot. Let's make it a good vessel. Let's make it a vessel that moves with ease. This is a time of year, a very potent, powerful time of year where we talk about intentions. Intentions are extraordinarily important all the time in a yoga practice. And the beyond the usual intention of directing your energy at these times of year, the end of one and the beginning of another, we talk about something even deeper, is called a sankalpa. It's a Sanskrit word, Sancalpa. It means your heart's deepest longing. And so that is something that is worthy of reflection and takes time. It's not something that just springs into your mind. And so perhaps after this class or through this month, who knows how long it takes you to figure that out, I invite you to really think and reflect on that. What do you want to do? What do you want to create in 2022? You think about, what is your heart's deepest longing? What are you longing to experience? What are you longing to develop in yourself? What are you longing to develop in relationships? And that becomes a sankalpa. It's either a single word or a phrase. A phrase, I am healing. There's so many. And so you kind of play around, you kind of maybe even look at what other people, if you look that up on the web, what other people have used. And then you might bring a piece of paper and a pen and just simply write down, what is my sankalpa? What's my heart's deepest longing? And just start writing. Stream of consciousness is a wonderful opportunity to really set your compass for the year. All right, stop talking though. Let's sit and center. Rest your body in your chair. Find that seat. Find that seat. Find the bones in the particular placement that they're in today, January 4th, 2022. Tune into them, noticing vertical, horizontal bones, noticing your muscles, all the components of your body, the blood, the water, the muscles, the tissues, the tendons, the ligaments, this incredible, elaborate, elegant vessel that holds your spirit. You notice it and you check in, observing it. Feet, where are your feet connected to the earth? How are your hips held? Let your spine be upright. That's the channel. That's the channel of energy. That's the channel of the breath. So it's extraordinarily important that we support and build muscles like the core, the spinal muscles, and the muscles that hold our shoulders up to help us with good posture, which facilitates the breath to flow, which facilitates your energy to flow, which all result in a symphony of you feeling good in your body. With this practice today, I invite you to meet your body in the pose. Whatever position your body comes into, you get an understanding. You are directing your body. You're directing it with a sense of love and compassion to strengthen it. And how does it feel when you get into a particular pose or asana and I ask you to stay? You breathe into it. You hold it. You work. You have the discipline. And then you rest. So I want you to really sense into your body today. Sense into how your body feels in the pose, rather than what your body looks like. That's not important. What's important is how you feel when you place your limbs, your arms, your legs, your core, your head and neck in particular poses, and you stay and breathe. It's when you sense into that you can tap into the transformative potential of poses of yoga. Yoga is all about transformation. We begin with something concrete to see and feel the transformation in our body. But more importantly, we are transforming our spirits. Waking up, increasing, enlarging the basket that we can hold of emotions, of thoughts, of experiences, of wisdom. Now tune into your breath. First, just noticing the breath. The word for energy in yoga is called prana. It is a beautiful and powerful and very difficult to articulate life force. It is used, the breath is used as an analogy for prana, but it's much more than your breath. But for now, let's think of that, our breath as prana, as life force, and sense and feel into the sensations, the physical sensations of the breath as it enters the body at the nose, moves through the body, bringing fresh oxygen, and then leaves the body. I'm not going to do a pranayama. I'm not going to do a count of the breath. I don't want it to be competitive or to be a striving. I want you to be at home in your breath. I want you to feel it as you're inviting your breath to be full, deep. Okay. But it's not strain. It's not pressing or in any way becoming breath hungry. It's more of a stillness and of a settling and of an awareness. And a reverence for the cultivation of your breath being steady and smooth. So if we could do anything, we would just describe it. And as we breathe in, we'll do it together. Breathe in a long, slow, smooth, steady breath in. And breathe out a long, slow, steady breath out. And maybe you find your own descriptors as you breathe in, timing it, adding the descriptive adjectives as you breathe in. And likewise, and if your out breath is longer than your in breath, can you come up with more adjectives to describe your breath? When you finish your next exhale, release that practice. Bring your hands to meet at your heart in Anjali Mudra. Press your palms together. Let your thumbs rest at your sternum, elbows out to the side. Take a moment and set an intention. And if you are already familiar with this practice of Sankalpa, you have an intention, hold it here, hold it in your heart now. And if you are still creating, adding flesh to your Sankalpa, then have patience as it bears forth. Take time, set it as a priority. Now I share this quote from the Persian poet Rumi. He says, start your lives over. Everyone is forgiven, no matter what. Start your lives over. Everyone is forgiven, no matter what. The way that is punctuated, those three short, sharp sentences, it reminds me of a childhood game of like hide and seek when you give up and you say, Ali, Ali, income free. Like everybody gets a pass. Come on back home. I can't find you. All right, let's take a big deep breath in. And an even deeper breath out. Release your hands, blink your eyes open, and lift your face to this sunny, wintry day. You can move our blocks over, scooch forward in your chair. I don't need this shawl anymore. Take a layer off. This is also what we think of at this time of year, is how we let go. So shake your body out. It can be a soft shake if you're still just a little, cold or moving slow in the morning, or it can be a vigorous, woohoo, shake it out. We do well to shake off the old year, shake off the layers, jiggle a little like we do in Qigong. All right, arms at the side, palms face down. Let's warm up the arms. Just the soft bird-like movement. Can we be supple? Can we be soft? This is hydrating the joints of the fingers, the wrists, the elbows, and the shoulders, signaling to the body we're going to move. And we move gently, and then we move a little bit deeper. Release the movement. Arms at your hips. Inhale, arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, palms face up. Inhale, arms lift to your comfort level, soft joints. Exhale, the hands come together. Inhale, lengthen, look up, and exhale, turn the palms down, bend deeply at the elbows, come through your energy field. This is very calming. Release to the earth, and let's go again. Soft bird-like wings. Find a pattern, find a momentum. You might close your eyes so that you can really feel into this. And then release the movement. And inhale together, arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, palms up. Like you're moving through the soft jello. Inhale up, a little bit of resistance, but you move with ease. Exhale, the hands come together. Inhale, press up, lengthen, look up. Exhale, palms turn down, elbows bend. Slow this down, maybe wiggle your fingers. Get a sense for your own energy. We cultivate it. It's like raking your energy. And release. Shake your shoulders. Let's take a breath in. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up, make a fist. Grab the tension, and then exhale. Let it go. This is a great thing to do if you got a headache or anything. Inhale, squeeze, acknowledge the tension, like you're sweeping it all up into one place in your body. And then exhale, your intention is to release it. With an exhale, everything lowers. One more time. Inhale, 2021 up, squeeze it. Thank you for your lessons. And exhale, goodbye. Goodbye. I don't need you any longer. I shake you off. Now let's work with the neck. Turn the chin towards the right shoulder as much as you can and hold it there. Feel into that lengthening on the left side of your neck. Come to center and turn your chin to the left shoulder as far as you can. Hold it there. Come back to center. Is everybody scooted forward? I forgot to cue that. Scoot forward in your chair. Hold your spine up yourself. And now go side to side on your own, at your own pace, twice to each side. Just feeling into that with a little bit more dynamic movement rather than holding. Come back to center. And now let's do small yeses. Start small. Just like a considered, yes. And then we lift up a little higher as your neck likes it and pull your chin a little closer to the chest as your chin likes it. Moving on your own, going back and forth. Yes, yes to 2022. Ooh, yeah, shake that off, let that go. Let's do a little movement with the chin to the chest to elongate the back of the neck. Take a breath in, tall spine. Exhale, chin to chest. Pause here as you lift your heart up to meet your chin, and your chin is pulling down. Open up across your collarbones. Keep the chin close to the body as you sweep it over to the right and look parallel to the ground over to the right. And go ahead and release that chin back to center, looking down. When you're ready, you'll inhale and sweep over to the left shoulder and look level to the ground. And release your chin to center and lift up. Shake your shoulders. Good, shake it off. We're going to do a lot of shaking in this practice. Now send your hands forward, starfish. Remember, bend deeply at the wrist and please don't overextend your shoulders. Pull, make your spine upright and plug your arm into the shoulder. Feel strong, steady, and active here in your hands. Then curl the fingers, bear claw, fingertips and thumbs touch, baby bird, and flick. Again, starfish, spread your hands out wide, bend your wrist deeply, plug your arms into your shoulders, pull shoulder blades together, bear claw, curl fingers, thumbs, fingertips and thumbs touch, and flick. All right, soften through the elbows, slowly roll the wrists. Make this range of motion as big as you're able. Feel that into your forearms. Doesn't that feel good? All right, and now make light fists, lean forward. Break into song, Michael rowed the boat ashore, hallelujah. hallelujah. Sometimes I promise myself I won't break into song, and then it just comes out. Just feel this. Feel this is core work. Waking up the hips as you go forward. Feel the core as you go backward. Gentle movement. We're waking up the body. This should be accessible and easy. Let it go. And I hesitate to even use that word, that easy. It's easy for some people, it's not easy for other people. We all come with different functions and different things, what's the word? Fizzling out on us. So what's easy for some is not that so easy for others. So do as you are able. Let's go to the side, right side, and have freedom in your spine here to make a wave-like motion. And then go the other direction. Doesn't matter. I get my lefts and rights mixed up all the time. You know that. And now up overhead. And hopefully this one is more accessible because your shoulders are not bound across the front of your body. Does this feel good? Make it feel good. Make it smaller if it's too much, and make it bigger if you need more. And then stop the movement, press down through feet and lengthen. Feel your side body lengthen. Press down through your feet, hands touch. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Stay here, take a breath in and out. Release. Let's work these side body muscles. Find your seated mountain pose. So ankles are underneath knees, hips are underneath shoulders, and shoulders are underneath your ears. When you're ready, pull that belly in and inhale, sweep the arms up to your comfort level. If arms do not like to go that high, you might place fingertips at your shoulders or hands at your hips. This is about the side body muscles. Lower the right arm and side bend. Check in with your neck. This is not about letting that head go droopy. Let the head be aligned with the spine. Let there be effort to keep this Tadasana, head and neck, because we're working here with this. Sometimes I think my head is going to take me a little bit more. It won't. Inhale up. I talk to myself as much as I talk to you. Lower the left arm, side bend to the left. Check in with your head. Keep it in alignment and feel into this lengthening. Inhale, rise. Let's go again. Over to the right, side bend. As we repeat, your body just warms up a little bit more, touches into the elasticity. It's part of your birthright. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left arm lowers. This process of a lifetime is getting to know this body, these amazing bodies of ours. The scientists still know so very little about the brain. Inhale, rise. Hands touch. Exhale, lower. Take a breath in. Sense and feel the movement you've just done and the effect on your body. Exhale out. Remembering that the pause is as important as the pose. All right, let's work with these wrists. Send the hand forward. It does not have to be straight. And then bend the wrist as much as you are able. And then the other hand pulls the fingers back to help. And breathe. I've chosen to place my body in this position. I've given it some direction with an attitude of love. Release the hand, point the fingers down. Fingers, the opposite hand just presses the knuckles towards you to help lengthen the top of the wrist. Release, shake it out. Don't do it if it hurts. You know how much pressure to add. You are your own teacher. Hand goes forward, make the stop sign, make the bend as deep as you're able, and then the other hand helps deepen it. Ooh, feel that. There's so many. You can't even feel or separate or identify the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments that help all of this kinetic chain of motion from fingertips to shoulders. Point fingertips down. Just having a sense of wonder for your body. Bend the wrist as much as you're able, and then the other hand presses the knuckles. All right, and release and let it go. Just tap your toes. I was going to do a foot massage, but I think I need to keep moving. The foot massage is just going to be pressing the balls of your feet. So lift your heels, press the ball of your feet into the ground, and just sort of roll around, trying to get a little bit more space and wake up the toe mounds and the toes. And then lower your heels, lift your toes, lift the whole front end of the foot as you're able, and feel that flexion in the ankle and lower and let it go. Tap, tap, tap. Now let's get ourselves situated with a good foundation, the yogic sun breaths. So we have signaled to the body, we are going to be opening up the shoulders, lengthening the spine. And now let's do it with the intention of bringing in the sunlight for the new year. So spread the feet, place them. That's your foundation, the most important foundation. Connection to the earth, strong legs, squeeze those muscles, squeeze the thigh bone. Lift the core, hands at your side, tall, long spine, broad collarbones. Inhale, arms out and up. Now remember that you take it to your comfort level. So you might bring arms in front of you if that's your preference. Moving with the breath, our arms might be at different heights. You exhale and lower arms. You make that breath last as long as you're able. And we'll do 2 more. So find your own timing, feel into your body, maybe close your eyes. You might add a pause at the top of the inhale. Let the breath guide you. Breath leads movement in yoga. Great mind-body practice when you are connecting your mind and your body using the breath. Lovely. Take your time. Finish your own exhale. When you're done, step wide. Step wide in your chair and press down through your feet. Feel that you're in a tripod. You're very steady now. You got a lot of more balancing points. Spread your sit bones out. You might even just take the inner thighs back and apart. We want the space here. We want the space between the sit bones so that it broadens your tripod. And now we're going to fold forward. If you have that block, you might put it in tall height right in front of you, because as we're going to fold forward 3 times, and I'm going to invite you to go as deep as feels all right for you. You remember that you bear in mind, we don't take the head too far below the heart for too long, because it can put pressure on the eyes if you have anything with glaucoma or retinal tear. So you pace yourself and you take your head only as far as feels right for you. Activate the feet. Draw the inner thighs together, lift up through the core. Inhale, arms sweep up, and exhale. Hands first touch the knees, elbows bend, fold forward. Point the tailbone back as you reach the crown of the head forward, long spine here. And use your core, not your hands, to inhale, lift the torso. Sweep arms back up. We'll repeat. Number 2, forward fold. Hands might come to your knees or to the block this time. Just slowly fold forward. You really take this at your pace. If I'm going too fast, because that's how we avoid dizziness, is slowly rise. So use your core, squeeze it, and lift your torso without the help of your hands. Rise up. This is for a long side body, a long spine. And exhale, hands go to a place of support, the knees, the blocks, or maybe slide down your shins and calves to ankles. Wherever you get to is the right place for you. Breathe. Feel the hips, and inhale, rise. All right, you're up. Shake your head out. Look left and right. We're going to stay here with the wide-legged forward fold, and we're going to do a spinal suspension, which is leaning forward and turning. So twisting, rotating. So I want you to go gently. This is like I'm using this after our forward fold. We've just warmed the body up with forward fold, and then we're going to twist. So it's a gentle twist. So feel into it, signaling to the body. We're going to twist more after this. So feel your firm foundation, grow long and tall through your spine, active core. Take a breath in, let the right shoulder dip down, bend elbows. Right shoulder dips down between the knees, and you turn to look to the left. Just as much as feels good. Kind of find the length in your spine. Don't curl or compress the spine. You're reaching out through the crown of your head and you're twisting. And then you release. Rise up, straighten elbows, long spine, and exhale. Bend the elbows. Begin to draw the left shoulder between the knees and look to the right. Lengthen through the spine, point your tailbone back, reach your crown of your head towards this camera, this screen, and then let's release. Good, and let it go, heel toe together. Why don't we keep that block there just to keep our base active. You could squeeze the block with the narrow height of the block or the middle width. You can put it between your knees or you can put it between the muscles of your thighs. What works for you? Experiment. And now let's twist. So we've given the body an indication we're going to twist. Let's add to it. First, no arms. Send the hands in front of you. Squeeze the block. Rise up tall through the spine. And sweep your hands over to the right. If it's comfortable to find the opposite knee, that's a good suggestion. If it's too much, then you might keep it on the same side knee. As you find yourself in a twist, think about that spiral staircase. Think about from the tailbone up through the crown, you're inviting this flexibility, the combination, working in combination of muscles and ligaments, organs twisting with you. Vertebrae of the spine twisting, and then release forward. Wiggle it out, roll forward, compress the spine, find the bobbled head, let it go, and then we'll do the other side. So be good at pivoting from the foundation and muscle activation and alignment to releasing and relaxing. We want to have that ease, that ability to pivot. Press down through feet, firm up thighs, squeeze the block, tall spine, exhale, twist to the left. And just feel that. Have you done much movement over the holidays? I really didn't. I was resting. So my body is going slow and I'm respecting that, warming it back up slowly. Breathing, not twisting too deep, never forcing, never overdoing in yoga. This is a practice of love, a practice of compassion. And release forward. All right, let's deepen it. Let's go a little further as your body likes it. Press down through feet, squeeze the block. Inhale, lift up to remind yourself to have a long spine. And exhale, arms lower and twist. And try to let the effort in the pose be the opposite ribs. You're strengthening the oblique muscles on the left ribs, pulling towards the right hip. The hands are helpful. And you twist and you turn your head and neck now as far as you're able, and you maybe invite the eyeballs to the right corner of the eye. And then we let it go and lift up as you face forward. Rise up. Maybe we interlace hands and press up to see how long our side body is. Release the bind and exhale, twist to the left. Find a position. Let the work be in the opposite ribs and in the center core. Let that be the work, pulling right side body towards left hip. Hands are helping. Press down through the feet and turn your head or neck back towards the left shoulder. Eyeballs might float to the left corner of the eye. And keep breathing. I've chosen this. I've chosen to participate in yoga. I've chosen to place my body in this pose. I am breathing to hold the pose and strengthen and lengthen these muscles. Take a breath in and exhale, release. Lovely, release your block. Let's do seated down dog. Downward facing dog, the point of the pose is to lengthen you can, if they're not at the right height. Your feet are inner hips with distance apart, and you've got a long spine. You're in seated mountain pose, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders, ears. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, reach up to have that beautiful long spine. And then it's as though you're folding the spine forward and lowering the arms. You might be on spider fingertips, or you might have palms touching the blocks. And I want you to square the shoulders rather than rounding the shoulders. Square the shoulders, square the hips, point the tailbone back, and then feel this diagonal line of energy. The crown of the head is going forward. The head is not bending. So I want you to really feel that. That's strength. Lengthen space between your vertebrae. Pull the belly in. Be active in this pose. And then we'll release. Rise up, let it go, tap, tap, tap. But while I'm here, we're going to do core work. Core work helps us in every single element of our life. Being strong in your core is where the center of your movement comes from. So we're going to do bicycle. I know you know the importance of core. I don't need to say anything. So sit on the edge of your chair. It's beneficial if you are able to hold your back up so that your back does not touch the chair. You meet your body where it's at, and if you need a break and you need the support, then you take the support and then you work. This is the upper core, the middle core, and the lower core. So everybody lean back with me. And then lift your right leg and flex the foot. Your hands might touch the seat of the chair for some assistance, or you might go free form and begin to do a single bicycle pedal. And they might be small, keep it small and low down, and that works, that's the work for you, or you might challenge yourself and try to do bigger pedals. You feel it, keep breathing. I chose this. Yes, and I should be fatiguing the muscle, your muscle, I'm fatiguing mine, and then let it go. Set it down, sit up. Sit up and let the core have a break, and let this leg have a break. Then we'll prepare to do the other side. When you're ready, take a breath in. Exhale, lean back. If you only did this, you'll still be working your core right here. And then lift the left leg, flex the foot, and begin small bicycle pedals. Remember, your hands might support you, or you might have hands free form to work harder. You decide the tempo, you decide the size of your circle. Fatigue the muscles, strengthen your core, keep the breath flowing through this channel. One more, and release, let it go. Give it a little love. Sweep off the lactic acid, and you know what's coming next. You have a choice. To do both legs requires a lot of work on the core. Do it for as long as you can. And if you know already the one side is not going to cooperate, then go back to one leg. And you do it for as long as you're able to build your core. Don't hold the breath. Remember to breathe while we do this. Lean back. Hands might support you on the chair, and begin to pedal with both feet. And you pedal and you pedal and you pedal. And I would sing, but I'm out of breath. This is where I like to sing Daisy, Daisy.
Oh, no. Daisy, Daisy.
Give me your answer true. I'm sliding back in the chair. All right, let it go. Let it go and release that forward, or release your core work. So give yourself a break and come face forward. Well, you already are facing forward. All right, let's do extended side angle, a version of it. Bring your feet to touch. Squeeze your knees in as much as you're able. And if that doesn't feel right, then you could just have the block there to help you remember that you're trying to draw to the midline. And then tall spine and fold over so that you get forearms on knees. And you're hoping, you're trying to make your spine like a diagonal line. Broaden across the collarbones, so really open that up, and then lower your right arm. Fingertips dangle to the ground. Look down at the ground. You don't need to see me to do this. I'd like you not to hurt your neck. Active core as you inhale, right arm out to shoulder height and look that way. You might stay there, or you might keep lifting the arm up to as much as your shoulder allows. Your neck will only go to as far as is right for you. Breathe and continue lifting as you're able. And then slowly release. Back down till fingers point down towards the ground, and you come back. Both forearms on your legs. Take a breath in and out. Pause, sense, feel. And then left fingertips wiggle down, point down toward the ground. Look down towards the ground as you activate your muscles in this pose. And on the inhale, the left arm goes out wide. Look left and lift it to the height that's right for you. And just notice how our bodies are different on each side. Don't overdo. And then you'll slowly release. Slowly exhale. And forearms come back to your thighs and you rise up. Let's come to standing. Come to standing in a way of your choosing. Last year we did the scoop, the momentum, and we also did a stagger. Stagger your feet, one back, one forward. Maybe you can combine them. Scoop up, stagger. Come and walk behind your chair. I'm going to put my chair to the side so you can see me. Change my camera angle. All right, and just march in place a little. Let's do a little brain yoga. Just lift your knees and then put your hands in front and tap. And if balance is an issue, you don't have to lift the whole foot. You could just lift the heel. But if you're able, then I would lift the knee. Same side. Notice how we sway and lean, because that's not what our body prefers. So dust that off, shake that off. That's the homolateral pattern. And we do the crossover pattern. Remember, take it easy. You could just lift your heel and tap the opposite upper thigh. But if you're able, cross over, touch the opposite knee. You don't have to lift arms that high. You could be near the chair and only tap one knee. One more, and release, and let it go. Shake it out. Let's stand wide. Let's think about those soft joints like we did at the beginning of practice when you had that S curve of the spine. Begin to be easy and soft and supple in all your joints, and then begin to turn side to side and add to it with a little tap of the wrists to the front and hip and back hip. Make the arms rise a little and touch your front waist and back waist. And then make the arms rise a little bit more and touch opposite front shoulder. Light tap. Feel good in your body, be soft in your joints. Let the blood flow, let the breath flow, let your energy flow. Hello, 2022. Slow it down. Slow it down like you're fluttering in the wind. Natural ease of momentum, and come back. All right, let's do mountain pose now. This is where I do want you to know where the chair is. The balance part of this is lifting heels. So the way, if you feel you're going to lose your balance, which is pretty normal for all of us, is that you just lower the heels. So this is a low risk challenge, but that you know where the chair is in front of you. I want you to be able to see my legs and my arms. So what I'm going to ask you to do is go into asymmetry, lift arms up, and the right arm will continue up to 12 o'clock. And as you exhale, the arms will meet, and then finish the exhale and arms will lower. And then we'll alternate sides, and then we'll add to it with a lift of the heels, okay? Every one of these add-ons is a choice. You could stick with the first choice. All right, so in mountain pose, find your good broad feet, spread the toes out. Feel strong and stable in your feet and your legs, active core, active glutes. Inhale, both arms to shoulder height, and the right arm keeps rising to 12 o'clock. Begin your exhale. When both arms meet, you finish your exhale. Good strong legs, active core. Inhale, both arms up. This time the left arm rises to 12 o'clock. As you're ready to exhale, the arms meet and you finish your exhale and everything lowers. All right, now we add to it. So we're going to invite the heels to lift as we take the right arm up to 12 o'clock. Active muscles. Inhale, lift heels, lift arms, right arm keeps going. Begin the exhale. Finish, both arms lower, heels lower. Remember, one hand or finger could keep a hand on the chair. Alternate. Inhale, both arms and both heels, left arm keeps rising. Squeeze your muscles. Begin the exhale, finish the exhale, everything down together. One more time. Inhale, right arm keeps going, heels lift. Squeeze muscles, exhale, finish, everything lowers together. Last one. Inhale, left arm goes up to 12. Heels are lifted, exhale, lower everything. And now we'll finish with both arms rising all the way up because your body, your nervous system likes symmetry. Inhale, both arms out, both heels lift, arms lift up to your comfort level. Stay here and breathe. I choose to place my body in this position. I'm directing it to move in these ways with compassion, strengthening it. And exhale, lower, heels, arms, everything, and pause. Let your muscles beat. Breathe in, sense and feel the benefit of your movement. Good, let it go. Okay, I have something really fun to share, and I'm gonna see if I get it right and to get my left and my rights correct. So this opposite, anytime your body goes across, the cross lateral is good for your body, good for your brain, and contralateral is lifting an opposite arm and a leg to do something different with different limbs on different sides of the body. So this becomes a everything, a contralateral and a balance pose. So let me demonstrate it and see if I get it right. Then I'm going to face you and see if we can do it together. So you stand in a comfortable warrior one, and your right foot is back, so you can hear the right versus the left. The left knee is bent. The left hand is on your hip. Your right hand is up. So right arm, left knee bent. Then I ask you to switch and lower that right arm, lift the left arm and lift the right leg, and it becomes a single leg balance. Then we switch and we go back. Okay, so you're not, you can do it behind the chair because you're not really taking up much more space, but the knee might need a little space with that chair. All right, so let's see if I can capture that, face you, and use my opposite sides. So you're facing me together. Let's take your left foot back. Heel touches the ground. Did I say that right? The right foot is back. The left knee is bent. Left hand on your hip, right hand up. Did I get it?
No, we got
Okay.
it. We got it.
Right leg back, left knee forward and bend, left hand on left hip.
Got it.
Okay, and lift your right arm up. This is warrior one. Just feel this, okay? I'm looking for a tall spine, not a back bend. I'm looking for a little hip opening here in your right hip. Now feel strong. Squeeze your muscles and begin to switch the arms. As you lower one, you lift the other, press off the back foot, and you're lifting left arm and right knee. And then I want you to switch and set the right foot back down. Did I get that right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Did that make sense? Okay, so let's try it again.
I do it.
Okay, set it down. Let's come back. We are in warrior one with your left knee forward and your right leg back. Lift your right arm. Feel warrior one. Lift up out of your hip, you're lengthening. Okay, active core. As we begin to switch, you are doing a lot. You're lowering the right arm, lifting the left arm, and bringing the back right leg forward and lifting it. It might be on the toe. So opposite arm leg lift, and then you're switching. Switch the arms, step the right foot back for warrior one. Good. Did that feel good? One more time.
No, it doesn't feel good. We're being honest with you. No.
Oh, all right. Good. Maybe we don't do it again. All right. Actually, let's lower. Let's make sure we get the other side. Lower down, let it go. Shake it out.
Let it go.
Shake it out, dance it out. And then let's do the other side. You should be behind your chair. Now it's your left leg back. So comfortable distance. First start with your legs straight. You're in a V. You are hips width distance apart. I'm not in a tightrope. And then I bend the front knee and feel the position for the legs of warrior one. Your right hand is on your hip. Your left hand lifts. Okay, now you feel this. You've got your front right leg forward and your left arm lifted. And now with active muscles in the core and the glutes, we are challenging this from a warrior pose to a balanced pose. As we inhale, switch the arms and lift the back leg, pulling it forward. You're in a single leg balance. And then you switch and you step back to warrior one. Let's do that one more time.
Oh, no.
All right, active core. You're in warrior one, your right leg is forward, your left leg is back. And then you switch your arms and you come into a single leg balance. And then you let it go. Slow movement. Set it down and release. Take a nice breath in and a nice breath out as you pause to feel this crossing of left and right, contralateral, opposite arms. Good for the body, good for the brain. Let's do a sun salutation and wash that out.
Yes, let's go.
All right. Standing behind your chair, march your feet. And then find stillness in your mountain pose. Your feet are parallel. Your feet are broad-based. Spread the toes out, firm legs. Lift the core as you point the tailbone down and feel that opposition to try to remove any pelvic tilt. Arms are at your side, palms forward. Lift your heart. Exaggerate this. Draw your shoulder blades together, chin parallel to the ground. Together we inhale. Lift our arms out wide. Lift them up to your comfort level and look up if you're able, Urdhva. Turn the palms away. Palms face down, exhale, arms and slowly lower. Hands might touch the chair or not. As you exhale, step the right foot back, straight leg lunge. You're on the ball of the back foot if that's right for you. Deep bend in the front knee. Pull the belly up rather than letting it all hang out. We're active, we're strong, we're strengthening. Lift one arm. You might lift both arms. You might experiment and put arms in different positions. And then release the back foot to join the front foot. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Step the left foot back. You're stepping back. The power is in the straight back leg as you're able. Deep bend in the front knee. Rely on the strong legs in this asymmetric position and invite one arm to lift. You might have the other arm lift. You might go out, arms out to the side for a T. You might try different things. You might turn your palms up, but open across the front of your body, whatever position your arms are in, and then release. Press off back foot to join the front foot. Take a nice breath in. There's time. As you exhale, both hands touch the chair, both feet walk back for L pose. Everybody, once you find the position, deeply bend your knees, point your tailbone back like you are skiing. And then as you're able, add some length to the legs. The legs don't have to be straight to get the benefit of the lengthening of the hamstrings between the sit bones and the knees. Feel the lengthening of your spine as you aim for a horizontal spine. Breathe into the space here, spaciousness. Let the breath fill that new space. And then inhale. Walk your feet back up, bring your spine vertical. Release your hands to your hips. Inhale, place hands at your low back. Draw the elbows together, firm up your thighs, and inhale, push your sternum forward. If it feels good for your neck, you lift your chin up, but the chin could just be hugging the chest because the effort here is right in this middle thoracic part of your spine. Active glutes, active legs, support this safe back bend, and then release. Hands come down to your side, your spine is vertical. Inhale, arms out. Lift up to the best height for you. Hands touch. Exhale. Bring the hands right down through their central meridian. Take a breath in and a breath out. And release. Let's repeat and let's do fewer words. So your body knows this sequence of poses. Feel into it. You decide how much effort or to put into it to build strength, or if you want this to be a light version of this movement. So find mountain pose. Be connected, be grounded. Inhale, arms out and up. Take in the light. Turn your palms away. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back, straight leg lunge. Exhale, press off. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, right leg steps back, straight leg lunge, arms at your choice. Release. And inhale up. Exhale, L pose. Stay. Breathe. On your next inhale, walk feet forward. Rise. Release arms. Inhale, arms to support a safe back bend. Lift your heart. Offer your best to the highest. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms out and up. Gather what you've asked for. Receive, hands touch. Bring it home. Stay. Breathe in and out. And release and come back to your seat. Back in your seat, please keep your back off the chair back for Apanasana. Left knee lifts, hands interlace, foot flexes. Big squeeze as you pull the knees close to your torso as possible. Breathe. And then release it long. Lower it. When you're ready, other side. Interlace hands in front of the knee, flex your foot. When you're ready, exhale, pull that bent knee close to your chest as feels right for you. Breathe and release. Send it long and lower. You might like the block for the twist to help you remember the muscle engagement while we work the mobility of the rib cage. Keep an active, strong foundation, stability before mobility. So keep the hips steady. Let the twist be from the waist up. Press down through feet, squeeze your thighs, activate your core. Inhale, lift the arms up to the height for you. Exhale, twist right, arms lower. Finish your breath. When you need the inhale, you release forward and lift up, moving with the breath. Exhale, twist left, arms lower. Long, slow, smooth, deep exhale. Inhale, release up. And hands touch and exhale down. Take a breath here, pause, sense, feel. Exhale, let it go. And now we move into the last pose of Shavasana. Place blocks under your feet if that's helpful to you. Let your rear end slide to the very back of the chair. No curling, no sinking, no couch potato here. We're looking for the 90-degree angle as you're able. Find a position of comfort, of ease, and begin that journey inward by lowering your gaze and closing your eyes, tuning into this world within, this path within. As you rest in silence, using the Shavasana to keep letting go. Just letting go, letting go. Layers of personality, letting go, letting go. Layers of ego. You can use that phrase, letting go, letting go. Hearing the sound of the bell, let it be an invitation to deepen your breath. Invite small movement in your periphery, in your fingers and your toes. Adding wrists and ankles with a roll of the wrists and a lift of the heels. Turn your head one way and lightly turn it the other way. Excuse me. As you're ready, you'll bring your hands to meet at your heart and understand that the hands are gathering your own energy that you've lifted and expanded and amplified. So sealing your energy between your palms, bring your Anjali Mudra hands to your heart. Bow your head to your heart. Seat of wisdom bows to the seat of love, as it should be. Call to mind your intention and invite yourself to give flesh and develop and create a sankalpa. And I repeat the phrase from the Persian poet Rumi: start your lives over. Everyone is forgiven, no matter what. Let's end the practice and seal it with a single chant of Om. Exhale fully, clear the breath. Inhale deeply. Om. And now call to mind the light that we share. Honor it, bow to it, and keep it burning, keep it alive. Namaste.
Namaste.
And bow to your neighbor and offer a namaste. Even if you're in your room, bow to people who've shared this practice with you. Thanks, guys.